chosen ones, something inside of you has shifted, radically, undeniably, permanently. There was a time when you felt obligated to smile, when your soul was exhausted, to say yes, when every fiber in your being whispered no. You were the fixer, the peacekeeper, the invisible support beam for everyone else's comfort, while your own emotional house slowly collapsed. You learned how to silence your needs for the sake of being accepted. You became a mirror for others' desires, a container for their chaos, a chameleon that could adapt to any room but never truly feel seen in one. And for a while, you believed that this made you strong, selfless, and loved. But now, everything is different. Before we begin, watch this video until the very end. Subscribe to the channel. Your journey is sacred, your time is precious, and your healing deserves to be fully honored. In the comments, we invite you to write your warmest wishes for your future and the collective energy of the chosen ones. Type 77 to unlock the energetic vibration of alignment and abundance. This video is more than just a message. It's an activation, a portal, a reminder that your dreams are ready to be realized when you no longer make yourself small to fit inside other people's expectations. Your wishes matter. You matter. You are no longer a people pleaser. You are a boundary setter, and that changes everything. This shift did not happen overnight. It wasn't sparked by a single rejection or disappointment. It was born in the quiet ache of every moment you abandoned yourself to be loved. It was carved into your bones through the weight of unspoken resentment. It emerged when you realized that pleasing others came at the cost of betraying yourself. The awakening wasn't dramatic. It was divine, subtle, sacred, and irreversible. At first, you questioned it. You felt guilt for wanting space. You doubted your instincts when you pulled back from relationships that drained you. You wondered if choosing yourself made you selfish, if honoring your truth would mean standing alone. And yet, the more you chose honesty over harmony, the more peace you found. Not the peace of temporary comfort, but the peace that comes from finally being aligned with your soul. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors that you choose to keep closed or open, depending on who is knocking. They are not punishments. They are permissions. Permissions to be whole, to be honest, to be free. You have spent years being accessible to everyone but yourself. Now, you are building sacred gates around your energy, and that is your birthright. People may not understand the new you. They may call you cold, distant, arrogant, or ungrateful. But that's not the truth. The truth is, you have grown. You have outgrown roles that required you to shrink. You have evolved beyond dynamics that fed on your silence. You are no longer interested in being liked for who you pretend to be. You are committed to being loved for who you truly are, even if that means fewer people stand beside you. There is immense courage in setting boundaries, because every time you say no, you risk losing something: approval, familiarity, connection. But what you gain is far greater. You gain clarity, you gain integrity, you gain yourself, and that is worth everything. This is the season of radical self-respect. You are not here to be palatable or predictable. You are here to be powerful. You are here to speak truth even when your voice trembles. You are here to live a life so honest, so aligned, that it becomes impossible to tolerate what is false. That means walking away. That means letting go. That means reclaiming your time, your peace, and your presence. You no longer explain yourself to those who misunderstand you on purpose. You no longer chase after closure from those who are committed to chaos. You no longer water gardens that only bloom when you bleed. Your energy is no longer up for grabs. Your kindness is no longer a currency for manipulation. Your light is no longer a free-for-all. You are reclaiming what is sacred. You are remembering who you are. You don't need to justify your boundaries. They are valid because they exist. They are holy because they protect your spirit. They are necessary because you are no longer interested in living half a life. This is your full emergence. The days of bending until you break are over. The days of people-pleasing are over. You are not here to save others at the expense of yourself. You are here to honor your path, even if others don't understand it. Boundaries are a form of self-love, a language your higher self speaks fluently. They say, "I respect myself enough to protect my energy." They say, "I am no longer available for pain, disguised as love." They say, "I have finally come home to myself." And chosen one, that home is sacred ground. You are teaching people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. Every time you choose rest over obligation, silence over explanation, alignment over approval, you are rewriting the script. You are teaching your nervous system that safety does not come from appeasement. It comes from authenticity. It comes from knowing that your worth is not tied to your usefulness. It comes from trusting that you do not have to bleed to be beloved. There is grief in this process. You are shedding identities that once kept you safe. You are walking away from connections that once made you feel seen. But that grief is fertile ground. It grows something sacred. It grows your voice, your fire, your knowing. You are not hard to love. You are just offering love in places that demanded your silence. Now you are choosing different. Now you are choosing you. The people who truly see you will celebrate your boundaries. They will thank you for teaching them what self-respect looks like. They will rise to meet you in your truth. You are not difficult. You are discerning. You are not distant. You are discerning. You are not too much. You are finally enough for yourself. This is not about revenge. This is not about resentment. This is about restoration. You are not proving anyone wrong. You are proving yourself right. You are proving that your needs matter, that your voice deserves to be heard, that your energy deserves to be honored. And the most powerful part, you're doing this without permission, without apology, without performance. You are simply deciding. And in that decision, you are becoming the version of yourself that you always dreamed of, but never believed you could embody. The version of you that no longer chases peace, but becomes it. You're not hardening. You're healing. You're not closing off. You're tuning in. You're not pushing people away. You're drawing a sacred circle and saying, "Only love lives here." You are a boundary setter now, and the world will adjust. Not because you demand it, but because your energy no longer allows for anything less. This is the moment when you truly come into your own. The moment when you stop apologizing for needing space, for taking time for yourself, for not answering every call, every message, every demand. The people who once took advantage of your kindness may not understand this new version of you. They may try to label you as selfish or cold, but in reality, you are stepping into the truth of who you are. You are honoring yourself with the respect you've always given others, and that's powerful. That's revolutionary. The old you was a magnet for people who wanted to pull from your energy without giving back. You were a sponge for everyone else's emotions, problems, and expectations. It wasn't just draining, it was suffocating. And even though you loved these people, you loved them at the expense of your own well-being. Now you understand that love doesn't mean sacrificing your peace. Love means standing firm in your truth, even when it's uncomfortable for others. There's an old belief that to be loved, you must be available at all times, that you must always be the one to give, to fix, to solve. But the truth is, this never nurtures your soul. It just empties you. You've now learned the importance of balance. Love is not one-sided. True love is reciprocal, nurturing, and supportive. But this kind of love can only exist when you set boundaries to protect your energy. It's the law of reciprocity. If you are always giving, you will eventually find yourself empty. But when you set healthy boundaries, you make space for mutual exchange. This shift isn't just about stopping the cycle of people-pleasing, it's about reclaiming your worth. You have learned that you are not here to serve others to the detriment of your own happiness. You are worthy of love, respect, and care just as much as anyone else. You no longer define your value by how much you can give or how many people you can please. Your value comes from the divine spark within you. It comes from your unique presence in the world, your gifts, your energy, and your authenticity. You are deserving of all the goodness the universe has to offer, and this understanding will guide you forward. The world may not always understand your boundaries, and that's okay. Some people may still try to push against them. They might attempt to make you feel guilty for not bending to their will. They may criticize you for not playing the role they once cast you in. But as you continue to stand firm, you will notice something incredible. Their resistance will lose its power over you. They can only push against your boundaries if you allow it. When you stand firm, they either respect you or they fall away. And either way, that's okay. The people who are meant to be in your life will understand and honor your boundaries. And those who don't were never meant to stay. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting people out or being rigid. It's about creating space for what is truly meaningful. You are not here to be everything to everyone. You are here to be everything to yourself. And when you choose yourself, you automatically invite the people and situations that truly align with your highest self. These are the relationships that will nourish you, that will support your growth, that will meet you at the level you are at now. These are the people who won't try to pull you down to their level, but will lift you higher as you lift them. It's also important to understand that setting boundaries isn't about being perfect. There will be times when you falter, when you slip back into old habits of trying to please, trying to fix, trying to make everyone happy. That's okay. The process of boundary setting is a journey, not a destination. It's about becoming more aware, more intentional, more connected to your own needs. Every time you fall back into old patterns, simply acknowledge it and choose again. Each choice is an opportunity to reinforce your commitment to yourself, to your peace, and to your future. As you grow more comfortable with setting boundaries, you'll find that your energy shifts. You'll start to feel lighter, freer, and more aligned with your true purpose. No longer will you feel the need to perform for others' approval or sacrifice your happiness for the sake of keeping the peace. Instead, you will step into the flow of your authentic self. You will speak up when something doesn't feel right. You will take time for yourself without guilt. You will prioritize your well-being, and in doing so, set an example for others to do the same. This is not about being harsh or unkind. This is about being clear. It's about communicating what you need without apology. It's about honoring your time and your energy, understanding that they are sacred. And when you do this, you are teaching others how to respect you, how to show up for you. and how to honor your needs as well. You are leading by example, showing the world that it's okay to take up space, it's okay to say no, it's okay to prioritize yourself. As you embrace your power, you will notice that the universe begins to respond differently. You will attract people who respect you, opportunities that align with your truth, and experiences that support your growth. You are not just setting boundaries with people, you are setting them with the universe itself. You are saying, I know who I am. I know what I need. I trust that I am worthy of all the blessings that are meant for me. And as you step into this truth, the universe will open doors for you that you never even dreamed possible. You are not here to settle. You are not here to play small. You are here to live a life that is fully aligned with your deepest desires, your highest purpose, and your truest self. And that journey begins with boundaries. Boundaries are your protection, your declaration, your commitment to yourself and to the life you deserve. As you continue to set boundaries, your life will become clearer, simpler, and more joyful. You will no longer be bogged down by unnecessary obligations or toxic relationships. You will no longer feel like you are constantly giving and never receiving. Instead, you will create a life that reflects your highest self, a life where you are free to be you, exactly as you are. Remember, chosen one, you are not a people pleaser anymore. You are a boundary setter, and this is just the beginning. As you move forward in this journey of boundary setting, there will be moments where the temptation to revert back to old habits will arise. It's important to remember that this is a natural part of the process. Changing long-standing patterns of behavior is not easy, especially when you've spent years giving so much of yourself to others. You've conditioned yourself to put their needs first, often at the expense of your own. But now, you're taking the courageous step to rewrite that story. And while it may feel unfamiliar and uncomfortable at first, you are doing something incredibly powerful, something that will bring you lasting peace and alignment. The key to overcoming this temptation is awareness. Awareness of your own needs, your desires, and your limits. Every time you feel the urge to people please, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what do I truly need in this moment? What will honor me and my peace? It's so easy to get caught up in the pressure of external expectations, but you are no longer at the mercy of others' desires. You are free to choose what's best for you, no matter what anyone else thinks or expects. Your boundaries are like a compass, guiding you toward the life you are meant to live. They are not walls that shut people out. They are the markers that show others how to treat you with respect. When you set boundaries, you communicate to the world that you know your worth. You're telling the universe that you are no longer willing to settle for less than what you deserve. And as you set that intention, the universe begins to align with you. Doors will start to open in ways you never imagined. Opportunities will appear, and the people who truly value you will begin to show up in your life. But there will still be challenges. The people who are used to you being the giver may not understand your change. They may resist your boundaries or try to manipulate you into going back to your old ways. It's important to stand strong in these moments. These are the moments where you have to remind yourself of your worth, your power, and your vision. You are not here to please others at the cost of your own soul. You are here to thrive, to shine, and to step into your full potential. And sometimes that means making difficult decisions, even when they feel uncomfortable. One of the most powerful ways to strengthen your boundaries is through self-compassion. Be kind to yourself in the moments when you stumble or doubt yourself. Remember that this journey is not about perfection. It's about progress. You don't have to be flawless at setting boundaries. The key is consistency. Even if you slip up or let someone cross a boundary, recognize it, learn from it, and commit to doing better next time. Every small step forward is a victory. In addition to self-compassion, it's crucial to surround yourself with people who understand and respect your boundaries. These are the people who will support you as you navigate this new chapter of your life. They will cheer you on as you embrace your power, and they will honor your limits. If you find that certain relationships no longer serve you or align with your values, it's okay to let go. You don't need to feel guilty for stepping away from people who don't respect your boundaries. In fact, letting go is an act of self-love. You are creating space for the right people to come into your life. People who will uplift you, respect you, and walk alongside you in your journey. Setting boundaries also means saying no to the things that drain you, to the commitments that weigh you down, and to the relationships that no longer align with your highest self. Saying no is one of the most powerful things you can do. It is not a rejection of others. It is a declaration of self-respect. By saying no, you are protecting your energy, your time, and your peace. You are choosing to prioritize yourself over obligations that don't serve you. And when you say no with love and clarity, you create room for the things that truly matter to come into your life. You might notice that as you set these boundaries, you feel a sense of relief. The heaviness that once weighed you down will begin to lift. You'll feel lighter, more free. You'll find that the people who truly care about you will respect your boundaries and may even begin to model that behavior themselves. When you create space for your own needs, you also create space for others to do the same. Your energy will attract like-minded individuals who value themselves and honor their own boundaries. At first, this process can be uncomfortable. There may be moments of doubt, moments where you wonder if you're being too harsh, too distant, too self-centered. But the truth is, you are not being harsh. You are not being distant. You are not being selfish. You are simply learning to protect your energy and live in alignment with your true self. You are teaching the world how to treat you. And as you continue on this path, you will find that your relationships become more authentic, more meaningful, and more fulfilling. Remember, chosen one, your boundaries are not just limits. They are declarations of your power. They are a sign to the world that you know who you are, that you honor your needs, and that you are worthy of love and respect. And when you stand in that truth, the universe will respond. It will bring you the experiences, the people, and the opportunities that align with your highest good. You are not a people pleaser anymore. You are a boundary setter. And by embracing this new chapter, you are creating a life that is full of peace, abundance, and alignment with your truest self. Now that you're stepping into the strength of your boundaries, it's time to recognize the incredible transformation that is taking place. You've been through a lot of growth already, and while it may feel like this is just the beginning, in reality, this is the culmination of all the inner work you've done up until now. It's the moment when you get to see the fruits of your labor. Every choice you've made to put yourself first, to set clear boundaries, and to prioritize your peace has led you to this powerful place of alignment. As you continue to stand in your truth, there will be a deep sense of clarity that will emerge. You'll begin to feel more connected to your intuition, more aligned with your purpose, and more at peace with who you are. You'll realize that the energy you've been pouring into other people and situations was never meant to be given away without receiving something back. As you honor your boundaries, you open the door to the full exchange of energy, the give and take that is vital for your well-being. It's a beautiful shift, one that allows you to operate from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. This shift in energy will also start to manifest in the way others perceive you. People will begin to see you differently. They will notice your confidence, your sense of self-respect, and your ability to maintain your boundaries. Some may be surprised, even taken aback, by your new approach, but what they don't realize is that you are no longer the person they once knew. You are a force of nature, someone who understands the sacredness of their own energy. And when people see that, they will either respect you or they will fade from your life. And that's exactly what you need. People who respect your boundaries will elevate you. Those who don't, won't. It's important to remember that not everyone will understand your boundaries, and that's okay. Some will try to make you feel guilty for taking a stand, for saying no, or for protecting your time and energy. They may push back, they may question your motives, and they may try to manipulate you into reverting back to old patterns. But this is the moment when you need to stay strong in your resolve. The people who are meant to be in your life will respect your growth and will understand that your boundaries are not a reflection of how you feel about them. They are a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Your growth is not a personal attack on anyone. It's simply you stepping into the fullness of who you are. As you continue to establish your boundaries, you will notice an incredible shift in your internal world as well. You will no longer feel overwhelmed by the constant demands of others. You will no longer feel drained or pulled in 1,000 different directions. Instead, you will feel centered, empowered, and in control of your life. You will have the clarity to make decisions that are in alignment with your highest good, without the guilt, shame, or fear that once held you back. This internal shift will bring with it an abundance of opportunities. The universe operates on energy, and when you set clear boundaries, you send a powerful message to the universe about what you are ready to receive. You are no longer available for people or situations that drain you. You are open to receiving love, abundance, and opportunities that align with your energy. And as you step into that alignment, the universe will respond in kind. The people who come into your life will be those who appreciate and respect you, who lift you up, and who contribute to your growth. The opportunities that present themselves will be those that support your goals, your dreams, and your vision for your life. And the experiences that unfold will be those that align with your true purpose, bringing you peace, joy, and fulfillment. It's also important to recognize that setting boundaries is a lifelong practice. This is not a one-time thing that you can check off your list and forget about. This is a continuous process of tuning in to yourself, listening to your needs, and making conscious choices to honor them. Every day is an opportunity to reinforce your boundaries and to show up for yourself in a way that is aligned with your values. As you grow stronger in your boundaries, you'll find that you become more resilient to external pressures. You won't be as easily swayed by the opinions of others or by the demands of the world around you. You'll learn to trust your own judgment, to follow your intuition, and to honor your needs without hesitation. And as you do this, you'll notice that life becomes simpler, easier, and more in flow. You will no longer be burdened by unnecessary obligations or toxic relationships. You'll be free to focus on what truly matters: your growth, your peace, and your happiness. One of the most beautiful aspects of setting boundaries is the space it creates for you to fully embrace your true self. As you let go of the need to please others, you make room for the person you've always been beneath the surface, the person who is whole, complete, and deserving of all the love and success that the world has to offer. You stop playing small and you start playing big. You start living the life you were always meant to live. This is the beauty of boundaries. They allow you to show up fully in your life, to be unapologetically you, and to honor your needs, desires, and dreams. They are not a rejection of the world. They are an invitation to the universe to meet you where you are, to bring you everything you need to live a life that is aligned with your highest self. And when you set these boundaries, you not only step into your power, you invite others to do the same. You are a boundary setter. You are no longer a people pleaser, and the world around you is beginning to reflect that powerful shift. As you continue to navigate this path of boundary setting, it's crucial to understand the importance of consistency in maintaining these boundaries. Setting boundaries isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous commitment to yourself. Life will always present situations where people, circumstances, or even your own fears will try to push you back into old patterns. That's why consistency is key. The more consistent you are with your boundaries, the more you reinforce your commitment to your own peace and self-worth. The power of consistency lies in its ability to send a clear message, not just to others, but to yourself. Each time you stand firm in your boundaries, you reaffirm that you are worthy of respect. You remind yourself that your time, energy, and emotions are valuable, and that you deserve to have them protected. Every no that you say with confidence is a powerful declaration that you are in control of your life, and that you are no longer available for anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Consistency also builds trust. Trust with yourself and trust with others. When you are consistent in your boundaries, people will begin to trust that you mean what you say. They will learn that when you set a boundary, you won't back down or compromise. This consistency creates an environment of respect. People will stop testing your limits because they will understand that you are serious about your needs and that you won't allow anyone to cross them. This level of clarity in your interactions with others fosters a deeper, more genuine connection. It's also important to recognize that consistency doesn't mean rigidity. Setting boundaries is about fluidity and balance. There may be times when your boundaries need to be adjusted based on your evolving needs, circumstances, or relationships. What worked for you at one stage in your life may no longer feel right as you grow and change. This is part of the process. Your boundaries are a reflection of your growth and your evolving self-awareness. For example, in a relationship, you might find that you need to set firmer boundaries as you move forward, especially if you realize that someone has been repeatedly crossing them. Or you may find that your boundaries need to soften in certain areas as you develop trust and understanding with others. The key is to remain in tune with yourself, constantly checking in to see if your boundaries still align with your values and needs. The flexibility of your boundaries will ensure that they continue to support you and protect your energy rather than stifle you or create unnecessary tension. Another important aspect of boundary setting is learning to communicate those boundaries effectively. It's not just about saying no when something doesn't feel right. It's about communicating clearly and confidently. It's about letting people know where you stand without guilt or shame. Boundaries are not a form of rejection or punishment. They are a way of taking responsibility for your own well-being. When you communicate your boundaries from a place of love and respect, you are teaching others how to treat you with the same care. Clear communication also prevents misunderstandings and unnecessary conflict. When you express your boundaries calmly and assertively, you prevent others from overstepping, while also giving them the chance to respect your needs. Instead of allowing resentment to build up because you've neglected your boundaries, You prevent issues from arising in the first place by addressing them proactively. This creates a healthier, more harmonious environment for everyone involved. There will be moments when you feel vulnerable, especially if you've spent a long time accommodating others or avoiding conflict. It's normal to feel afraid or anxious when you first start setting boundaries, especially if those around you are used to you being a people pleaser. But it's important to remember that vulnerability is not a weakness, it's a strength. It's a sign that you are willing to stand in your truth, even when it's uncomfortable. And the more you practice setting boundaries, the more empowered you will feel in those vulnerable moments. You may also encounter feelings of guilt, especially if you're not used to saying no or putting yourself first. Guilt is a natural emotion, but it's important to recognize that it's often a reflection of old patterns that no longer serve you. You are not doing anything wrong by honoring your boundaries. In fact, you are doing something incredibly right. By setting boundaries, you are giving yourself permission to live in alignment with your highest self. You are choosing yourself, and that is something to be proud of, not guilty about. It's also essential to understand that setting boundaries will require you to let go of people-pleasing behaviors. People-pleasing is often driven by the desire for external validation, the need to be liked, or the fear of rejection. But as you begin to set boundaries, you'll notice a shift away from seeking external approval and toward cultivating internal approval. You'll start to realize that your self-worth is not dependent on how others see you. Your worth comes from within, from the way you honor and love yourself. This internal validation is far more powerful than any external validation you could receive. It's what will sustain you, even when others may not fully understand your choices. One of the greatest gifts of boundary setting is the ability to prioritize your own needs. For so long, you may have put everyone else's needs before your own, thinking that it was your duty to serve others. But now, you are learning that it is not selfish to care for yourself. It is necessary. When you prioritize your own well-being, you are better equipped to show up for others in a healthy, authentic way. You will have more energy, more patience, and more love to give when you are taking care of yourself first. This shift in mindset is liberating. It frees you from the constant cycle of pleasing others and from the anxiety of trying to meet unrealistic expectations. As you continue to set and reinforce your boundaries, you'll find that you are able to move through life with a greater sense of ease and confidence. You won't feel overwhelmed by the needs of others or weighed down by obligations that don't serve you. Instead, you will feel empowered to make choices that support your growth, your happiness, and your peace of mind. You are now walking a path of self-respect, self-love, and authenticity. Each day, you reinforce your boundaries. You strengthen your foundation. You are no longer a people pleaser. You are a boundary setter. And with each boundary you set, you are creating a life that is more aligned with who you truly are. A life that honors your needs, your desires, and your peace. As we bring this journey of boundary setting to its final chapter, it's important to reflect on the incredible transformation you've already experienced. You've come a long way from the people pleaser you once were, and now you stand as someone who commands respect, not only from others, but also from yourself. This shift is profound, and it will continue to unfold as you move forward. It's a lifelong practice, but with each day, you will grow stronger, more confident, and more in tune with the essence of who you truly are. You may have already begun to notice that your life is starting to look different. The people in your life are reacting differently to you, and perhaps even your environment feels more aligned with your true self. You've taken control of the energy you allow in your life, and as a result, you're attracting people, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with the new, empowered version of you. These shifts are not coincidental. They are the direct result of you honoring your boundaries and choosing to protect your energy. The beauty of this transformation lies in the fact that by setting boundaries, you are not just protecting yourself from others, you are also giving yourself the space to grow and thrive. You've opened up the possibility for the universe to send you experiences that align with your true desires, and you've given yourself permission to fully embrace the life you've always wanted. No longer bound by the need to please others or fit into outdated molds, you are free to pursue your dreams, passions, and purpose with confidence and clarity. But even as you walk this new path, there will be moments of doubt. The old people-pleaser habits may try to sneak back in, especially during challenging times or when you're faced with difficult decisions. It's in these moments that you must remember your worth and the power of your boundaries. Every time you face a challenge and choose to honor your boundaries, you solidify the foundation of your new reality. Each decision to stand firm in your truth is a victory, and every time you do so, you step further into the life you've been working so hard to create. One of the greatest gifts of boundary setting is the ability to say yes to yourself. When you begin to say no to the things that drain you or don't align with your values, you create the space to say yes to things that uplift you. You say yes to your dreams, your well-being, your happiness, and your personal growth. And the more you say yes to yourself, the more you create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. You'll find that you're not only honoring your boundaries, but you're also honoring your true desires and aspirations. You've given yourself permission to live the life you've always dreamed of, one that is guided by your heart, your values, and your highest good. In fact, one of the most powerful aspects of boundary setting is that it opens up the space for you to fully embrace your worth. You are not defined by the approval or validation of others. Your worth comes from within, and when you honor your boundaries, you are declaring that you are deserving of all the love, respect, and success that the universe has to offer. You are worthy of taking up space, of living a life that is true to who you are, and of experiencing all the abundance that life has to offer.